What's up? And welcome back to Twisted Metal Small Brawl. We don't have too many more cars to go through. We did our Dear Warthog last time. We're not going to be going through Trapper, Mime, or Piecemeal because they don't have an ending. If I do that, it'll be on silent time. Shadow is going to be saved for last. Alright, so we have Spectre, Slam, and Shadow to do. So we're going to go with Slam. The oldest participant. I think he's 13. Yep. The oldest, Slam, the oldest and biggest of the contestants. Slam enters the contest seeking revenge after Calypso destroys his treehouse. I'd be mad too. Shit. Treehouses are like the prime hangout for kids. They are a sacred holy union. We're all involved. And just like that, Thumper's dead. Fantastic. As always, we're playing with cheats because we're here to have a good time and not prove that we have big dickus or anything. We're just having fun. Slam, slam, slam. Okay, that's not too bad of damage, and it worked a lot better than the second game's slam. So I'm happy for that at least. We're already down to one person. Huh. I'm collecting some weapons because the game does keep your ammo. Alright, come on over. Dark Side, Jimmy Ash. Oh, it did a... That's nice. So, even though I missed, it did like a ground slam. Alright, I respect that. Hell yeah. It's not often that you get a minor payoff for missing, you know? Congratulations! We speed through the loading screens because, believe me, they take a long time. So thank me later. Oh, yeah! Buried Grim. Well, we're doing some good damage so far. Come back here. Alright, Warthog, we just had a lot of fun playing with you last time, but you gotta go. Shoot you with missiles. You're familiar with that, aren't you? Yeah, bet. Whee! Come back here. Mime, you're going down. Hell yeah. And we only have one left. Whee! Crunch. Twisted Metal Small Brawl, where tackling does more damage than firing a machine gun for like 6 seconds. I'm not exaggerating, I don't feel. As person's got the hand on the stick, I feel that is the case. Gross fucking future petrified hot dog, corn dog. Alright, go Mr. Crimson Fury. Mr. Bond. Oh, I just missed. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, Lord. Do I want to save? Yes, but it takes a long time, so no. Easy death of it. Sorry, I sped up and I didn't have my hand on the thing anymore. I am still a little sleep deprived, so don't mind my performance. I am just working with what I got. Wrong. Thumper, you have been elected the first to die as you have taken the most damage thus far. There we go! Oh, no. That's okay. Oh, this is a fucking Donnybrook over here. It'd be great if they could damage each other, but they don't damage each other. So, I'm out. Gonna take a trip on the counter. Oh, not the cookie jar. Dear God, Slam, don't you have any respect? If you ever decide to play the Twisted Metal games, get you a good controller, because believe me, this game has already depressed my quote-unquote square button. And it's primarily because of this. I've played a lot of games with this new controller, but majority of them have been Twisted Metal, as you've seen on the channel. And it requires you to hold down square a lot of the time for gas. Oh, I still got him. Landed on his legs. Surprised he didn't feel that, but we are really tiny cars. There we go. Beautifully done. All right. Next level. Here we go. Speed it up. Who knows? I think this is the Meet Your Maker. Oh, it's mini golf. That's right. This is the first stage with a boss on it. And the boss is Trapper. And Trapper is a son of a bitch. Again, I think might be harder than Piecemeal, but I can't tell. Just because you have to go through these guys first, and then you got to deal with Trapper. And Trapper's special attack, I would say, primarily doesn't miss. Okay, rolled over him, and so that it didn't auto grab him on the way, which is fair. I can respect that. Give me that fire missile. Give me that fire missile. I spit hot fire. I rip and I rap. I rap and I rip. Back in the day when we used to quote Chappelle's show instead of have memes. Today's. Oh shit, I forgot which. Darkseid, you made this a lot easier for me by standing in the hallway of death. Olmec is pleased with your sacrifice. Legends of a Hidden Temple. Oh, why'd you gotta take that? You don't have to fight, Trapper. I do. Most dangerous game of beer pong. Trapper is approaching! The most dangerous game, man. Or in this case, children playing with toys. Take that. Alright. Let's start with... Oh, man. Crunch you. Want crunch. Not too bad damage. Comparatively, because he has a lot. The bosses are stacked on health, I feel. But... as I've been saying throughout all these videos, I really feel like the damage output for all these weapons is so low. Like, I kind of would prefer this game to be more lethal. Not just small Brawl, but the entire franchise. The weapons just don't do a lot of damage. And I know I'm probably wrong in feeling that, but I like the glass cannon approach. Now, me as a person, I would die often if that were the case. Because I don't like to dodge anything in a game. Just watch like my Soul Calibur or my Mortal Kombat or... what was the other game I was playing where dodging? God of War, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm gonna just take it on the face. You're asking too much of me. I have bad hands. That's primarily the reason. Alright. Meet your maker, let's do it! Alright. Hammerhead, you're gonna die next. Jeez. Hey, I got him! Shit. There we go. Oh no. Alright, Mime, get back over here. Mime's pretty cool. They copy a random special. I think based on which enemies are on the current map. But I don't know that for a fact. I'm not pushing you into the hell. Not allowed. Aww. I know what y'all are gonna say, and I'm so curious all the same. If you're watching this, chances are you probably are familiar with the Twisted Metal franchise in some way, shape, or form up to this point. Which games do you tier in what order? Because, yeah, I know the answer is going to be like 2 or Black is your number 1 choice. Then maybe Head On might be your follow-up, or the first game. Then this Small Brawl 3 and 4 are probably going to be on your bottom. But 2012 may be in the middle or higher up for y'all based on it's newer, it's got cool graphics, and the cutscenes look really good. So I can understand liking that one as well, but yeah. I wouldn't mind knowing y'all's order. I think it'd be pretty nice. I think when you're judging these games, there are at least 3 factors you should consider. The first one is, do you enjoy the aesthetic? Do you enjoy the endings / story? And do you enjoy the gameplay? For instance, this is a winner of 2 out of 3 on that category. Like, I love the aesthetic. The toy stuff is amazing to me. The endings are hilarious. There's not any of them that I am like too against. They're a little short, but that's fine, you know. So it's good, but gameplay suffers a lot because the size of this game on my computer is half of like 1 or 2. It is not using a lot, and I feel like that makes it slower somehow because it's not an emulation issue that I'm aware. It's generally just slow. And of course, trying to beat things up, it really comes down to I gotta go find more ammo around the map. Like, I could deal with other games of not having collectible things or whatever, or at least they're usually close enough to where I can gather them. But yeah, I have to leave the match, even if I'm winning, just so I can go grab something. Four, it's all 3 for me. I think it's really nice. Or sorry, yeah. Four's got a pretty aesthetic. I mean, I know I'm going to say that, and you're going to think of like the clowns and shit, and they're going to be terrible looking too, because they are. I mean, they have looping animations. They are painted very ugly and whatnot, but for some reason that game, it just works. You know? Mostly because I grew up with it, I think. But, you know, this is the original Sweet Tooth crew before 2012's version. Three, the gameplay sucks, in my opinion. It is so hard. The end boss, once you know how to beat it, how to get to the end boss, it gets a little better on that part, but I remember going through it and just being miserable trying to figure out, like, why? Why are these guys keep respawning? This doesn't make sense. How long do I have to keep killing them? And I figured it was like, maybe there's a hidden counter somewhere that keeps going up or has a certain amount that I need to overwhelm. But it wasn't. It was just, you have to search randomly around the blimp, blow up 4 levers, or like control panel things. Then you can go to the top and blow up the lever, and then that just turns off the invincibility. You still gotta, or the respawning. Then you still gotta fight the end boss afterwards, which is Minion. And that's already a hard enough fight as it is. But on top of that, the last thing you do is you get a, like, maybe 30-second cutscene. Maybe. And nobody wins. Nobody gets anything positive to themselves. Spoilers, but, you know, the best ending is Outlaws, and it's because they wish for a world without crime, and they get it, but that means that cops are out of a job. But it's not like they couldn't get a different job, you know? I feel like if you're a cop, you're muscular, you're qualified, you're used to peacekeeping, you're used to gathering at events and whatnot. Like, it's not the end of the world just because you solved the biggest problem, which is crime. Sweet Tooth says he wants as much candy and ice cream that he can eat, and oh, he gets a cavity. Oops. And also, I feel like, again, some of the... I'm gonna fall. Whee! Yeah, I figured. I feel like they tend to change the wording of what a character really wants in the bio when they do tell you what their wish is. Like 3, I think I felt that the most. But they've even done that in 2, I feel. Like, I want to know what the wish is before getting to the end. That's just me. But I know they can't probably do that because then it's like, you're probably thinking, how is this wish going to be taken for granted or manipulated in the future? Have fun with the lawnmower. There we go. Ow. Nope, 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 nope. But anyway, yeah. So story on 3, I'm like, nah. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I might be able to get out of here. Crap. 2, amazing story. It feels really good, and the art style for the endings I love. The stages are also pretty nice too. I can't argue with that. 1, the story takes a great hit since they took out the lost endings. The gameplay is fine, but it could be better. And like 2 is just an upgrade of 1. Blowing that up, blowing that up. Black is interesting because it's a great change from what it once was, which is just like, hell yeah, heavy metal battles going on in the streets with cars and explosions and whatnot. And it turns it into dark, sinister, psychotic, depressing tone and whatnot. Especially because with spoilers, it all being in Sweet Tooth's mind for a lot of the characters. And even Minion being in that game to be Marcus Kane and be like, we're all trapped in here and I gotta talk in code so that he doesn't know that we're here and whatnot. Like, that stuff's pretty cool. I think they ran out of time and budget, is what I heard from the reason why the bonus characters have such poor endings. But, you know, if I had to give a rating for Black, I would say aesthetic, maybe not entirely mine, but story, yeah, for the most part, most characters are pretty good. And gameplay, yeah, it felt pretty good, but everyone is on your ass. They will destroy you very frequently. But from what I heard, also, the difficulty does not affect how tough the enemies are. It just affects how much the healing pads have charges. Like, if you play on easy mode, you can run into a healing pad like 5 times total, or 4 to the next difficulty and then 3 to the next. And just about every game's got a rooftop level where I can fall off and die, and that happens a lot. The abandoned skyscraper level is so rough for me. Same with the one in New York City for 2. And then Head On. It can be easy, but the aesthetic is more my alley. And that might sound like contradicting to what I said earlier for Black, but it's just the art style of Black, but with color. And that works for me. And it was also made on PSP, so things are a little bit chunkier and larger than they were in Black, because, you know, it's a PS2 game, the first PS2 game. Plus, I like on the Extra Twisted Edition, which is the PS2 version, you get Transylvania as a level, and that tickles me in a great way. But every character story, I feel, is pretty awesome. Like, for what they are, they work. Slam is kind of weird in that one because they gave him his ending from 3. They just worded it a little differently. Because in 3, he wants everyone to see his inner child, which is a weird wish to have to begin with. But his wish in 2 was to have the greatest tower in the world, Simon Whittlebone Tower, and then he fell off it, so he's dead. So the head-on, when that came out, his wish was then, as a ghost, he drove this construction machine to win the contest because he doesn't have a lot of energy to keep defending Whittlebone Tower from being destroyed. So he wants to be reborn again, which is, once again, the same wish, just he was a ghost first, and now he's a kid. He's a kid in both of the 3 head-on endings, so. You know, it's okay. Like, some characters have better endings than others. That's a given. That's a given for everything. Same with, like, Thumper. They removed Bruce from Thumper and put this chick named Angel in it, and you didn't feel bad that she got her wish, you know? Alright, Piecemeal. Let's wreck it. I'm gonna wreck it! Hey, we beat the game, everybody! Woo! We just beat the game. We just beat the game. Now let's see our dear Slam's ending.
What are you gonna do with that, dirt boy?
Nothing, dirt boy.
Okay, I can live with this. Oh, man. No!
I did it all for the Dookie! Oh, the Dookie! He got Calypso pretty good. Let's be real. And, you know, he didn't even get a wish. He just really wanted to get some revenge. This is the one where most of the characters don't even want a wish. They just want Calypso to stop being an asshole. So, hey, can't blame him, I guess. All right. That's been Twisted Metal Small Brawl. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate having you guys here, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. And my name is Captain Zane, and this has been... And I thank you for watching Twisted Metal. See you.